Hey, shalom, all praises be unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kakadash, the blood unto the elder apostles and the elder bishops at Great Millstone, who rule well and towards his truth. Salutes to all you Arkim, Akwath Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Barakatham. This is a quick hit. This is Acts 20 and 9, and it says, "And there sat in a window a certain young man named Eutychus, being fallen into a deep sleep, and Paul was long preaching. He sunk down with sleep and fell from the third loft and was taken up dead." So this guy, he actually fell out the window, man, because he was probably on the, not probably, he was on, it tells us he was on the window ledge, and he kind of, he slumped down in your sleep and lost his position, unconscious, and he fell out the window from the third floor and died, man, And Paul went down and fell on him, and embracing him, said, "Trouble not yourselves, for his life is in him." Okay, meaning that, the man had died, but, Apostle Paul could see through the spirit that he was going to raise him up, man. And that spirit that, was out of his body, which is the real him, the word body goes back to the Latin word bodig, meaning house. It would come straight back into him. And it says, "When therefore was come up again and had broken bread." Okay, so basically Apostle Paul raised him from the dead, okay, through the power of Yahweh Bahasham Yahushai. And it says, "And had broken bread and eaten and talked a long while, even till break of day. So he departed. And they brought the young man alive and were not a little comforted." Okay, so yeah, man, there's interesting accounts in the scriptures, man, but Apostle Paul was going long, okay, and it's okay to go long, and it's okay to fall asleep too, Eutychus wasn't wicked, Eutychus was clearly listening to the teaching of Apostle Paul, but sometimes you go long, and sometimes the flesh gets tired, so he was sitting on that window ledge and fell out and died, man. Now you got people that would say, see, Eutychus was wicked. No, even the men of the Lord can sometimes go out in hideous ways. We got a joke in the camp, going out sad. Yeah, wicked people go out sad, but then it's all perspective. Even certain men of the Lord can go out sad, hideous ways to go. But it's okay, because, the scripture speaks about that. In the sight of many, they seem to die, but their hope is full of immortality, okay? So, even if you're of the elect, involved in the ministry, listening, learning, whatever, and things happen to you, it's okay, because the Lord can reverse that. And the Lord used Apostle Paul to reverse Eutychus from falling out the window, because he was tired and he fell asleep. The point is, Eutychus was there, and Apostle Paul raised him, man. And here's that, just a quick hit. I wanted to just say a few words on these 4 verses. Shalom.